there is no set it. There's no set it and forget it, which I hear that a lot. Hey, once we get our Facebook ads off the ground or our Google campaigns going, we could just set it and kind of cruise on that, right? And the answer is for a short while. Yes, for a little bit you might be able to, but with real marketing, with powerful marketing, it takes work. It takes patience. If you skip steps or you avoid change and you avoid updating your tactics or your programs within the marketing operating system, you're going to find yourself right back where you started. And that is with an outdated operating system. Now, once you've kind of grasped this, once you know this is the marketing operating system, this is the MOS, we have the 3 tiers, right? We have our website, we have funnels and communication, and we have traffic. The next question becomes, okay, Josh, well, what do I do? I'm doing a little bit of social media. Maybe you're doing a little bit of blogging. Maybe you don't have a funnel. Maybe you've tried Facebook ads, but it hasn't worked in the past before. Your website is operational, but it's not where you want it to be. And there are all these questions, right? Because there's so many things that you can focus on. Well, I like to do a quick 5-minute evaluation, and it's 6 really, really basic questions. And this is more if you're getting started. This is a wonderful place to begin. And in the coming episodes, I'm going to dive deep into more advanced strategies. But here are 6 questions you need to ask yourself related to each one of those levels. The first question is, do I have a website that is functioning well, doesn't look like it was built in 2005, and is currently able to take orders? If the answer is yes, you can put a check mark by that for right now, and we're going to ascend to the next level. There are more things within the website that I'm going to, again, talk about later that are more advanced. But for right now, do you have a website? Is it taking orders? Are you getting orders? Is it functioning? And does it not look like it was built 15 or 20 years ago? If the answer is yes, we're going to go ahead and ascend you to the next level. Second question you need to ask regarding funnels and communication is, do I have a core product page that I drive traffic to as an entry point for people becoming a customer? The first funnel that we recommend is finding a product that is a bestseller. Maybe you have a bestseller right now, or you have a product that is a core product for you that is a great entry point for your customers, because you can't run traffic to every product. Let's say you have 120 products, or some clients we work with have 12,000 products. You can't equally run traffic to everything. It doesn't make sense. You have to find what we call our core product or products, and those will become our initial funnels. We're going to drive traffic to them with the goal of acquiring purchases. So that's the first question. Do I have a core product page that I can drive traffic to as an entry point for becoming a customer? The third question is, do I communicate weekly with my database? And your communication can look different. It might be email, which is the most common. It might be SMS, or maybe it is you send snail mail letters to your customers and your subscribers via direct mail. I highly doubt you do that. I'm just being a little absurd here. But do you communicate weekly, at least weekly, with your database? If not, leave that box open, because that's something that you need to fix. I'm going to give you a story. Actually, we had a client start with us, and 5% of the revenue was coming from email. And when we asked them, how often are you emailing your list? They said once per month, or whenever they get to it. So as you know, and if you're doing that right now, it might be once per month, but in reality, it's like once every 5 weeks or 6 or 7 weeks. And because there's no plan behind it. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And so you have to send at least a weekly communication. And so this client, 5% of the revenue was coming from email. Right after that, we said you need to start sending at least a weekly email to get you started. Within 4 weeks of doing that, email represented 25% of their entire store's revenue. It was that easy. And we got an email from them saying, oh my goodness, we had no idea this is how powerful email really is and how powerful weekly communication is. So all that to say, if you're not communicating weekly, you have to communicate with your database, customers and subscribers, at least once per week. The fourth question, do I have basic email or SMS automation setup? And this will be cart abandonment in a new customer welcome series. When somebody buys from you, are you indoctrinating them to your brand? Are you sending them a series of 5, 10, 15, 20 emails that are indoctrinating them, getting them to know who you are, what you represent, why you do what you do, and also positioning other products in front of them? So do you have basic levels of email or SMS automations set up? And those are the 3 questions for funnels and communication. 2 more questions. Question number 5 is, do I post on social media 3 to 5 times per week? And this is the reason this is the question is because typically social media is that very first entry point of organic marketing. Social media is pretty easy. You're probably doing it right now, but are you posting at least 3 to 5 times a week minimum to check that baseline box? If so, check that, and we're going to move on to the final question, and that is, am I profitably advertising on a single paid ad network like Facebook or Google? And profitably is the key. You have to know if you're profitable or not. And I'm going to be teaching you in another episode the 3 rules of profitable marketing and how we apply it to every component of the MOS in a future episode. But you have to ask, am I profitably advertising on a single paid ad network like Google or Facebook? So those are the 6 questions. It's going to cover your website, your funnels and communication, and your traffic. If you have not checked those boxes, then you know this is where I need to fix. This is what I need to fix next. And they're simple questions that will get you started. So if you've answered no, that's where you need to start. If you've answered yes to all of these, then you need to continue listening, because we're going to be deep diving into each one of those 3 components of the MOS in future episodes, as well as walking through our 3 rules to profitable